XUV transaxle dismantle. Place transaxle assembly on a suitable workbench. Remove 3 10 mm mounting bolts. Take out concentric slave cylinder. Remove 4 17 mm bolts. Take out rear mounting bracket. Remove 3 17 mm bolts. Take out front mounting bracket. Remove 3 14 mm bolts. Remove gear selector lever cable holding bracket. Remove 10 mm bolt. Remove vehicle speed sensor. Use spanner. Remove reverse gear switch. Use spanner. Remove gear neutral switch. Put the gear lever in third gear position to access shift tower bolts. First, remove 2 dowel bolts from shift tower assembly. Remove remaining 3 12 mm mounting bolts. Put the gear in neutral position. Take out shift tower assembly. Remove 10 12 mm mounting bolts. Do not distort the cover while removing. Take out rear cover from the housing. Use circlip plier. Remove snap rings from both the counter shafts and input shaft. Remove the shims from rear cover bores. Carefully place the shims in their respective place on rear cover. Lock second and third selector fork in sequence inside the transaxle. Use Allen key socket to remove counter shaft end nuts. Both counter shaft end nuts must be removed in clockwise direction. Input shaft end nut must be removed in anti-clockwise direction. Remove 12 mm reverse idler shaft lock bolt from rear housing. Remove 12 mm reverse idler shaft lock bolt from clutch housing. Remove all 12 mm clutch housing bolts. Pull out clutch housing by gently tapping with the mallet. Input oil shaft seal must be carefully handled while removing clutch housing. Take out differential assembly from its position. Differential dismantle. Place differential assembly on a suitable workbench. Remove 10 19 mm mounting bolts. Turn the assembly upside down. Do not damage ring gear while tapping. Detach the ring gear. Remove circlip from the shaft. Use suitable punch. Tap the punch with hammer. Remove bevel pinion shaft. Pull out 2 bevel gears and respective thrust washers. Detach 2 side gears and thrust washers. Mark gears and respective thrust washers. Use special tool. Remove 2 differential bearings. Remove thrust washer from reverse idler shaft sub-assembly. Ensure correct orientation of the plastic bush. Insert the plastic bush on input shaft. Place special tool fixture on rear housing. Align the holes of fixture with input shaft and counter shafts. Turn the fixture along with rear housing upside down. Ensure transaxle assembly properly rested on the fixture. Use dolly and mallet to remove the shafts. Tap all the shafts one by one in rotation. Remove rear housing assembly. Remove reverse gear assembly. Remove NRB, washer and take out idler shaft. Insert special tool into the bearing. Expand the tool by tightening the lock nut. Remove selector shaft bearing by tightening the nut. Use suitable tool to remove drive shaft oil seal from clutch housing. Use suitable tool to remove drive shaft oil seal from rear housing. Place rear housing on work table. Use special tool to remove differential bearing outer cone from rear housing. Ensure no damage to housing while using the special tool. Use special tool to remove differential bearing cone from clutch housing. Remove the shim and mark it for identification. Remove oil reducer assembly. Remove counter shafts bearing dummy plugs from clutch housing. Remove counter shaft bearings and oil slingers by tapping through the plug hole. Use suitable tool. Remove input shaft oil seal. Remove input shaft bearing by tapping from the rear side of bearing. Check the bearing for damages. Remove second bearing in the same way. Remove the forks properly. Counter shaft number 1. Place counter shaft on press machine. Use fixture to hold the second gear. Use dolly and press the shaft assembly. Remove rear end bearing. Remove speed toner ring and fourth thrust washer. Remove fourth gear, NRB and the bush. Remove fourth gear synchronizer rings, sleeve, detents and the hub. Remove third gear NRB, synchronizer rings and detach third gear. Remove second gear NRB and put it in its place. Remove the circlip by using a circlip plier. Remove synchronizer sleeve and detents. Use press machine again. Remove first and second gear synchronizer hub. Do not over-expand first gear NRB to avoid the damage to the bearing. Remove first and second gear synchronizer hub, synchronizer rings. Remove first gear. Place counter shaft on press machine. Use the fixture to hold sixth driven gear. Use dolly and press the shaft assembly. Remove rear end bearing, 6th gear thrust washer. Remove NRB from 6th gear.